Hey princesses, it's Marcus, and I'm back, of course, from a cold. Welcome back to Forever Disney Princess. It's been a minute, of course, as I've been making a video because I was so sick. Believe me, I was so sick, so I haven't made a video until I just, except I do on Instagram, of course. I post a lot of pictures and then mostly on IG stories on Instagram. So I'm back for a video. And also, it's been a minute because we're gonna do another Disney Princess Storytime Presents. So again, I'm Marcus, your royal storyteller. We're back again for a new episode of Disney Princess Storytime Presents Season 2. I think the last time we read was the Sleeping Beauty story, Sleeping Beauty and the Good Fairies. So, I thought it would be perfect that I'm going to be reading you in the Disney Princess 5-Minute Princess Stories. Also, it's been a while that I haven't read it because the only Disney Princess 5-Minute Princess Story that I haven't read was Snow White, A Big Surprise. So now, I'm going to pick what is next on the new Disney Princess 5-Minute Princess Stories. I do already read The Lost Mice, of course, from my other Cinderella book that I have right there. And then I read on, I believe, a month ago, in 2022, was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, A Big Surprise. So now, I think it is the time to tell you the story of, if I could against the fan right there. Sorry guys, for this massive delay that I'm making this video because I haven't even made a video for a long while. But it'll be perfect because I'm already better now. My sick is already gone. And it's completely worth it for me. So I'm glad I'm very well. So today I am going to be reading you another Aroura story, which is Buttercup the Brave. So this is really awesome. Let's get started. Alright then, let's get to it. Sleeping Beauty, Buttercup the Brave. Which horse would you like to ride today? A stable groom asked Princess Aroura one morning. Aroura walked around the royal stable. There were so many horses, it was always hard to choose. But then, a fine palomino caught Aurora's eye. He was the most beautiful creature he had ever seen. Look at that. It's like a beautiful butterscotch color. Aroura rode the former war horse around the palace courtyard. The horse marched as confidently as if he were king himself. Suddenly the princess had an idea. From now on, I think I'll like to ride the same horse every day, she said. What a wonderful idea, Prince Philip agreed. You should have a horse of your own. What's this horse name? Aroura asked. We call him Brutus, Your Highness. The groom replied. Oh no, Aroura exclaimed. That won't do at all. I think I'll call him Buttercup. I mean, no wonder the name is Buttercup because of that really beautiful butterscotch color. Philip and the groom looked surprised. Are you sure? The prince asked. Aurora smiled. Do you like the new name, Buttercup? The horse snored happily. Aurora rode Buttercup around the castle grounds. When the pages blew their trumpets and they rode by, he didn't flinch. When the carriage rumbled past, he stood at attention. When Aurora asked him to jump over the stone wall, he cleared it effortlessly. The next day, Aurora decided to ride Buttercup out of the fairy's cottage. Why do you let me saddle up, Samson, and come with you? Felix suggested, looking worried. Don't be silly, Aurora said, with a laugh. I grew up in the woods, remember? Besides, I'll be with Buttercup. He'll take care of me. Aurora and Buttercup pranced off, but the moment they entered the woods, Buttercup became a different horse. He began to walk slowly and look around nervously. When some of Aurora's woodland friends appeared, Buttercup tries to run away. Oh, Buttercup, afraid of anything? Let's see what happens though. What's the matter, Buttercup? Aurora asked. Why, there's nothing to be frightened of. She could be hardly believe that the change in her horse. He was even afraid to step over the branch. When she asked him to walk through the forest stream, he nearly fainted. Oh, poor Buttercup. By the time she reached the cottage, Aurora was feeling a bit frustrated. How could a horse who was so brave at the palace be so timid in the woods? Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather hurried out of their cottage. Oh, what a beautiful pony! Merryweather exclaimed. Aurora sighed. He is beautiful, she said, but he seems to be afraid of everything in the woods. I'm sure it'll be all right, Flora said. You'll just need to be patient with him. That's all. At least patience is a virtue. Yes, dear. Be patient, Merryweather agreed, but sounded distracted. She moved closer to the horse. What a nice coat he has. And such shiny hooves, Flora added. Though he might look even nicer if his hooves were another color. Merryweather mused. Zap. She aimed her wand. Just like that, Buttercup's hooves turned blue. Look at that. It's like they're giving him a nail color. Or hooves for horses. Oh, don't be silly, Flora exclaimed. A horse should have blue hooves. On the other hand, he looked pretty in pink. Zap. Buttercup's hooves turned their normal color, but the rest of him turned pink. Quit that, Merryweather cried. Blue, pink. Flora argued back. Zap, zap. As the two fairies argue, the horse changed from the one color to the next. Uh-oh, it's just like the dress situation that you guys know in the movie, but with the horse. When they ever learned? Uh-oh, look at Buttercup. Sounds like he's frightening. Again. Aroura watched her new horse change color. That didn't seem to bother him at all. But when the stray leaf fluttered down, he jumped and snorted as if he were a horse-eating dragon. What was she doing? What is she going to do? She didn't want to give up on him. Buttercup was so perfect in every other way. Soon it was time to say goodbye to the fairies. Aroura did her best to ignore the way Buttercup hesitated at every shadow on the trail home. She had been certain that Buttercup was the perfect horse for her. Now she wasn't so sure. Poor Aroura. This book is so big. Suddenly, Buttercup stopped abruptly. Sorry if I read this so hard and pronouncing the language, but I learned my best. What is it this time? Aroura asked with a sigh. Then she looked at the trail ahead and gasped in horror. An enormous mountain lion was blocking their path. Aurora's heart pounded as she watches the creature creep closer. If Buttercup could be scared by a bunny rabbit, he was certain that he'd go crazy over the mountain lion. They were in big trouble. Oh boy. That lion looks horrendously scary. To Aurora's surprise, Buttercup didn't panic to try to run. Instead, he stood proudly and puffed himself up to look even bigger than he was. He planted his hooves and snorted angrily at the mountain lion. Then he marched forward to struck out at the lion with its front hooves. Aroura hung on. She was still scared, but it seems that Buttercup wasn't. Buttercup's lack of fear made Aroura feel braver. She reaches out and grabbed the sturdy tree branch. "Leave us alone," she said at the mountain lion, waving the branch, "or else." Buttercup pawed at the ground and added a fierce snort to back up Aurora's words. When the mountain lion didn't budge, Buttercup leaped forward and pinned its tail to the ground with one hoof. Then Aroura reached out and gave the lion a smart rap on the nose with her branch. That's right. Never bothered Aroura and Buttercup again, lion. The lion let out an embarrassed yelp. Then it yanked its tail free and raced away. Aroura was pleased with herself and with her horse. Buttercup had been brave when it really counted. "Come on, Buttercup," she said. "Give him a pat. Let's go home." Buttercup snored again proudly and pranced off. As Aroura and Buttercup neared the castle, a butterfly fluttered past. Buttercup's eyes went wide and he jumped in terror. Aroura stroked Buttercup's neck and talked to him in a soft voice, reminding him to stay calm. The butterfly fluttered closer and closer, and finally landed right on his nose, which was only trembling a little. "Good boy," she praised him. "You know, Buttercup, I think we make a perfect." Aw, that's so sweet. Who would love a horse who was brave and afraid sometimes? That was a really beautiful story. I hope you persist for today's video of Disney Princess 5-minute princess stories of Sleeping Beauty Buttercup the Brave. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell notification to see more, which is right there. No pun intended. Again, I'm really apologizing for my pronunciation because I'm still learning from the words of my English. I mean, I have a really nice American accent, of course, even though I may not live in America, but I'm learning from, some pronunciation because it was really hard to read it so fast, but I'm learning my best to read it for you guys, and, also for kids as well. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell notification to see more, no pun intended. Also, follow me on my 2 social medias at TikTok and Instagram at Forever Disney Princess TV. Sorry, and go to Wix website for my own website, of course. And I'll see you, princesses, in my next video. Have a royal day, princesses. Bye.